Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live.
I can't live here anymore. I kept my mouth shut for 4 years. You want me to keep my mouth shut, Mr. Perry? You had 4 years. From 2011, I'm telling a few close friends. Most didn't live in Texas anywhere. I didn't go to the media. I went to your guy, your campaign guy. Make him cut it the fuck out. And for that, he threatened to ruin my business. You had 4 years, sir, to get your act together. I don't love you. I'm disgusted with you. I'm repulsed by you. I feel the same way about you that she feels about him. It doesn't matter what you want. I'm going to force myself on you. Rape culture. When you peep, hack, clone, when you send guys in like Robertson and Pinto and Terry Wagner and Mickey James, it's the same thing as what he's doing. You just do it a little different. It's stalking. I don't want any contact with you. The more you bother me, the more hardship and problems you come up here and cause for me, the more threat to my safety, freedom, and well-being you are, the more we get, the easier it is to get what you just said. So now we get a recording because you bothered me again all day today. All day you made unwanted contact with me. I told you to get out of my life. Leave me the hell alone. Do not make me feel raped in my house again. Don't contact me. So when you do it anyway, and then we get somebody else saying they just need to find a way to put her back in jail and shut her up. Mr. Perry, I was shut up for 4 years. From 2011 to 2014, only my very close friends knew, most of whom didn't live in Texas. You had 4 years to control yourself. 4 years to act like a civilized citizen, like the rest of us do. 4 years to be normal. And no one knew. I offered to sign an NDA in Dallas when you started butting into me and Fabian. I said, don't butt into my life. Don't butt into anything. Mind your own business. You're not to contact me. I'm not interested in you. Don't get on the phone and make phone calls trying to hurt me. Because guess what? 9 times out of 10, you're going to get recorded. 3,700 times, if the emails came from me, are about you got recorded. Trying to hurt me. Trying to butt into something. Trying to get your hand in my wallet when you were asked not to. It doesn't matter what she wants. He's going to do it anyway, just like you.
Here anymore because you stalked me. That's why
No,
you
just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No.
I'll leave you alone.
Young girls and girls passed me by, and I didn't want you to pass me by when I saw you. I thought you were the one for me, and I'm pretty sure you feel the same way. Just to kick back and relax some life and get away from the ratness, the rotten people, and just
He's rotten.
pursue a different life, get a better...
He's rotten. He's rotten. The unwanted male attention is fucking ridiculous.
head start, you know. I'm no one to preach to you. I'm not Mr. Perfect. Believe me, I've got so many faults, way more than even you do in your crazy life you live. But
I'm a preschool teacher.
I don't wish, and I don't want any ill will on you. And animosity and anger is not good for the heart. I'm not angry at you.
The delusion is squirting out the ears of these stalker people. It's squirting people in the eye, and it smells bad. It's a disease. It isn't a trophy. It's a fucking disease.
You know I love you. And I don't say that about anybody. Never, ever.
I don't know.
When he asked me, the other girl I wanted to get to know. And she left her mom, you know, but she got...
Yep. Nutty. Mr. Perry, I said don't contact me at all. Don't. I don't like it. And the more you do, the more of these recordings we get. Let's just find a way to put her back in jail. You've been saying that for fucking decade. A decade, sir. It's not like today's the first time y'all have talked about that and tried to figure out a way to do it. Everybody knows you're not kidding anybody. You're not fooling anybody. It is hysterical you think you are. Get her a cellmate. They can get her talking so maybe we can find out who these guys are. Oh my God. Wow. We got to shut her up. We got to subjugate. We've been saying that over and over and over. Stop acting like it's not been said before. 3,700 emails and you can't tell. You're caught because everybody's sick of you. Everybody's tired of watching what you're putting me through, and I'm tired of going through it. There are 40 police officers that don't like what you're doing. They're kicking your ass. How many times were you told on before you met me? How many after, Mr. Perry? Please, get a grip on reality and leave me the fuck alone.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Thank you, mister. Thank you. It is rape culture. It is awful to be violated by a man that you don't want any attention from at all. And not only is he giving you attention, but he's got cameras in your home, or he's hacked your phone, or he's cloned your phone, or he's following you around like that, or he hires a Pinto or a Dave Robertson or a Mickey James to come to where you are, where you work, where you're supposed to be able to go and make money. And every part of your life is violated. Like it's rape. It is fucking rape. Mr. Perry, you're a fucking dignitary. The guy just said it. It's about power. You are powerless. You're weak. You're impotent. And you don't mean anything to me. And you prove that more and more and more by the day. And guys like him are telling on you, sir. It gets easier by the day to get information to put you in jail. We don't like you. You can't conduct yourself as a normal, law-abiding, civilized man, a gentleman. And everybody's sick and tired of you. You ask every day who told on me. Guys like him, go fuck yourself. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, Mr. Perry. You hurt a police officer trying to help me. You hurt 2 of them. Mr. Neely's life will never be the same, and the Millers, we can't get him back, and it's Christmas. And I promise you that little girl goes in her mom and dad's room and sits on dad's side of the bed and wishes he was there. She wants to feel close to him. Wishes he was there because she has so much to tell him and he's gone. And you took that, and you didn't have that right. You wanted to cover up the fact that you're a stalker and you're a sex weirdo. And you have an online peep show, like our witness tells us. You're sexually exploiting women and children, and you're in a lot of trouble. And I don't think you get that. And your attorney is trying to deflect when he's notified your client has broken the law again. He's operating outside the constraints of the law again, and you are to put a stop to it. Or you will be sued, or you will go to jail. Whichever you prefer, or both. Or just fucking behave like everybody else. And don't act like that guy. Because you're pissing off all the wrong people. People that actually have power. They got me like the Fabian puzzle in jail. His name is on that puzzle, not yours. That's the person I wanted, not you. You're just a butt-in. You're just a wannabe. Never the wanted one. You've wasted 10 years of your life hurting people in a way they will never get over. And every time you contact me, it makes me want to vomit. Stop forcing yourself on me. I don't like it. It's against the law. When you get told on, it's because you just did something and it hurt me. Let's find a way to put her back in jail and shut her up and get her a cellmate she'll open up to. Duly noted for the record, you just said that. You just planned that. You just talked about it. You just intended another malicious fraud upon a court. You're just trying to find a way to make it work. And everybody knows it. You've been doing that forever. That's what the first false arrest was about. You wanted to violently subjugate me. This time it's not working for you. The more you bother me, the more you peep and creep, the more you clone and hack, the more you call my bank and my friends and my family or whoever you call, trying to, gaslight or force or push or get information you're not entitled to have. You're breaking privacy laws. You're interfering with commerce. Grand larceny with intent to coerce is the act that we'll be charging him with. Harassment of my witness. The act is grand larceny with intent to coerce. Interference with interstate commerce. Over and over. There's like 20 of them. My guy tells me. All you had to do is leave me the fuck alone. That's all you had to do. I moved twice, and I kept my mouth shut for 4 years. I didn't tell anybody other than a few close friends until I was in Oklahoma. I was long gone from Lubbock. I don't care anything about you and your political place. What your political position did, Mr. Perry, is open you up to police. Because it's harder to go into an office of an accountant, especially if he's never in town, and pretend like you need your taxes done and sting up a guy. Just try to find out if you were in a certain place where there's a body, they think you did the murder. And then, so we get you elected so they can go right to you. And you think you're talking to a voter. You think you're talking to somebody that's going to give your campaign money. And you tell them all kinds of stuff. A lot easier to sting up you like that, isn't it? Please, leave me alone. Mr. Perry, leave me alone. We will never forgive you for what you've done to Chief Miller and Mike Neely. I need you to write that down. We'll never forgive you for that, ever. And all the things that happened in Lubbock that Mr. Powell could have done something about, or Lubbock Police could have done something about, or the Texas Rangers could have done something about, those are called events that build up, contributory events that lead up to a catastrophic one. Negligence in a big way. Dereliction of duty. Dereliction of duty is leading to somebody dying that didn't have to die. And now we got the, Chad Reed situation is the same thing. And everybody just looks the other way. Let's try to find a way to cover it up. The entire nation is angry about that. The entire nation is sick and tired of the corruption. It's sick and tired of it. Men like that. And that's all you are, is that. Pathetic little nothing. Chasing a girl he can't have. Forcing himself on her.
I want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, my God. It's too damn early for this shit.
No means no. No means no. Go do things with your wife and your kids and your constituents and your friends and your family in Lubbock and get the fuck out of my life.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute?
Didn't ask you what you thought about her clothes, did she? Did not ask you. You were not asked. Mr. Perry, how many times have you tried to butt into something and I say, you weren't asked, mind your own business, butt out? What is wrong with you people that act like that?
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a
Look how many people chimed in on her in support of her. How many men chimed in support of her in very deep disgust at the way that man behaved. Mr. Perry, you're not any different. You're the same as that guy. Society does not approve of what you're doing. And so when you get told on 3,700 times, and I tell your attorney 3,700 times, you need to control your client. Restrain your client. Or I'm going to sue the shit out of you. And he's going to go to jail. You might go with him. So, if you can't take the hint, look at this chick. You get off my back. Get out of my life, Mr. Perry. I don't like hearing from you. The more you contact me, the more you peep and creep, the more you get in my wallet, the more you harass and bother and try to intimidate and subjugate, the easier it is to get what you just said, like 5-10 minutes ago. They need to find a way to put her back in jail, to shut her up, and get her a cellmate that'll get her talking so we can find out who these guys are helping her. Really? Duly noted for the record, there's 3,700 times you're told, leave me the fuck alone. You're not being harassed. You embarrass the hell out of me, Mr. Perry. When you contact me, everybody gets mad at you because you've been asked to stop. So stop. It's not, people don't like it when you act that way. That's why it's illegal. You're offending everybody. Your conduct is so disturbed, people. It gets easier by the day to get what you just said, what you're trying to do. So please, sir, leave me the fuck alone.